The word of the day is progress. Progress is defined as forward or onward movement toward a destination. A video clip credited to Jordan Peterson, a clinical psychologist, reposted by many, shows a moment from his younger days lecturing a large crowd on the metaphor from the Disney film Pinocchio. The transcript is as follows. If you're going to write your destiny, you can do a bad job. You're going to get smarter as you move forward. That's the thing that beckons to you, that calls to you. That's what happens here. Maybe the star that Geppetto wished on was the wrong damn star. But at least it was a star. At least it was in the sky. At least it moved him forward. From a Christian perspective, I think this is perfect advice for all pursuits. Signing up to be a Christian or a disciple of Jesus, rather, is a daunting task. It certainly does not mean the rest of your days will be filled with comfort and leisure. What it truly means is to do everything in your power to live as Christ did. Jesus lived a blameless and sinless life. No one will ever hit that mark. We will always fall short. The point isn't to show God how perfect you can be. It's about showing him that you're willing to do anything and everything. You're willing to sacrifice a lot in order to please him. Narrow is the gate that leads to heaven. And the absolute reason for this is because the thought of being accountable and selfless is so terrifying that most people, and many believers included, never even take a sincere stab at it. God didn't say you had to memorize the entire Bible and get an A+ on all things related to the Trinity, but dang it, you've got to get an A for effort. Faith and obedience is a life of discipline and hardship, choosing God first and others before yourself. Jordan Peterson is urging his audience to take action on the dreams that are calling from within. His explanation to the audience is that because you'll gain wisdom with each step of this new journey, it won't be this terrifying monster that your paranoia is building it up inside to be. Dr. Peterson is stressing the idea of progress and not perfection. Whether you're lifting weights to be the world's strongest man or you're studying to become a pastor, you still have to start somewhere. And no matter where or how you started, it's simply good that you started at all, because most people don't. So don't worry about all the details right now. Just get going. I may never remember every verse in the Bible or pray in tongues, but I'm certainly not going to be derailed from this pursuit. I'll start at the bottom, I'll fall on my face 1,000 times, and I'll go down swinging if I have to. But it's all going to start with action. It starts with letting go of something old to pursue something new. You'd be surprised at what can move you forward if you try your hardest. Salvation requires perseverance, and so does everything else that's worth doing. Check 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 18. Check Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 and 23. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. John 1, chapter 1, verse 9. And Acts 26, verse 20. In AA and other recovery groups, the main focus is spiritual progress. I personally believe that spiritual progress is indeed the most crucial part of anyone's development. Everything in this world and in your world, in my humble opinion as a disciple of Jesus Christ, is influenced by the spiritual realm. Choices, thoughts, and words shape your direction toward or away from your goal. Mine being salvation. As followers of Christ, we understand that we must pursue a relationship with Jesus Christ. You don't pursue employment by filling out one application. You don't pursue a relationship with one smile, and you don't pursue a six-pack with one sit-up and one protein shake. Where you start is not nearly as important as where you finish. Just start now, put the work in, because procrastination is the thief of time. My advice is to get busy with your pursuits. Most people don't hit a home run on their first swing, but we have to swing no matter how many times we strike out. The most beautiful part of the gospel is the forgiveness and mercy of our God. When we follow Christ, we learn as we go, and we always get back up, even if he has to carry us. Maybe you wish upon a star. Maybe you pray. But whatever you start, do it for the greatest good and with the most integrity possible. As Christians, our Bible, worship, prayer, and fellowship are the spiritual strengthening exercises that help us get closer to God and persevere through trials and tribulation. Abraham Lincoln said, "Whatever you are, be a good one." All he had to say after that to make it the perfect statement was, "Start right now."